Doki Doki Literature Club. We are just about to find out who protagonist reads his poem to.
I love it when you say protagonist. It's funny.
Don't say that.
I like the way you say my name.
That's too cute.
Well, on those lines, I should talk to Monica.
No,
I don't want you to.
I should start with Monica.
Oh, God.
Yesterday, she seemed eager to read my poem, and so I want her to know I'm putting in effort.
Hi, Protag. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good, I'm glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
All right, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Oh wait, hair flip. Don't worry, protagonist. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Great job, Protag. I was going, in my head while reading it.
Oh, is that what you're thinking?
It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep.
Yeah, I'm super deep.
I guess I underestimated you.
Oh, it's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort.
Same.
Well, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right?
I know.
Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayora, who uses simple and direct words to describe happiness or sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that efficiently. Or effectively, whatever. An E word.
Wow. Some president you are.
Ouch. I tried. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel. Wow, I can't read. Or letting them.
You doing okay?
No, I'm not. Or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though.
Oh, I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Don't worry much about that. Do your own thing.
I will, thank you.
Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. Yikes.
Whoa.
That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything.
Oh.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You say that. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound a little confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
That makes sense. I see. Well, let's read it then. Alright, do you want to read it?
Oh, should I read it?
Yeah, you read
Yeah.
it. It's your...
Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film, left out in the sun. But it's too late. I can't read the word.
My retinas.
Retinas. Oh, okay. Already scorched by the permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he was on the other side looking in.
Oh.
Ooh. Deep.
So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you can say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, so it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone finds, or is better friends with each other. Anyway. Here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening.
Okay, cool. Let's see. I'll go Sayori next.
Yay!
Dot.
This is a good poem, protagonist.
You don't say.
Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time?
I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it seriously.
Oh.
Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room.
Yoa.
Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, protagonist. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know?
No.
Trying new things like this for other people? That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here.
More cupcakes.
Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined.
Aww.
Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
Says everyone.
Everyone's super bad. Well, we'll see about that.
That's why
Oh,
we're in the
God.
club, right?
Alright, here you go.
Oh, why is this so much smaller?
Right, no, that's a problem.
Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
A mood. Oh, big mood.
Sayori, that's so inspirational. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No! Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
Shh! I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
That's
Ouch.
bad.
Don't be mean.
Uh,
I still tried my best.
yeah. I didn't mean to say like it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah.
Always wanting breakfast.
Especially that last line.
Accurate. I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school.
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monika's the best.
I try.
Yeah.
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. I guess. Alright, I spent a lot of time with Yuri, so I'll keep going down the line.
Yay!
Sorry, Yuri.
Dot.
That's
Ah.
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
Oh,
Ouch.
that's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me.
princess.
It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes?
Do you want to get smacked?
Yes.
I'll pass.
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
Wow.
Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it.
Wow.
Not inspired at all. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
Liar!
He lied,
I mean,
yeah.
what? Just be honest.
No, don't.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff.
Fury.
So, right? So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice things about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out that feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into this than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something.
Oh, learning so much.
Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Oh, yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her.
Thank you.
And last but not least,
Your girl, Yuri.
It's your girl.
Yuri. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten.
Exceptional.
Huh? What was that?
Did I say that out loud?
Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face.
Oh.
In a book.
Oh. He's going to hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
That's... I guess you're right. Why am I getting so nervous?
Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have?
None.
Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before.
Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Shit.
Yuri stares at me blankly and then looks at my poem again.
Well, I know that.
Oh, sure.
I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing is I recognize in new writers is that they're trying to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
She is.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are many different skills and techniques that go into writing. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though.
You don't say. Biased? How?
You know
Well, never mind.
Trying to start
I
something?
shouldn't be talking about people like that.
Yeah, you really shouldn't.
how. Natsuki sneezes in the corner. Oh, someone's talking
It's
about
fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Maybe all of us. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if there's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Alright.
Her writing.
Can you read that?
Ghost under the light.
The tendrils.
The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last
Remaining.
remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe calmly.
Breathe calm.
I breathe calm. I bathe calm?
Okay.
Bathe? Oh, that
Calm
actually is
breathing
bathe.
air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
Yeah, those
That's
writing
some-
are really
that's
wrong.
some
Cursive.
cursive
Cursive,
name I've
well, we
seen.
learned it in school and now we have to use it. What's this?
Like crap.
Nuh-uh.
I'm sorry, I have such terrible
Oh,
handwriting.
no.
You
she
really
does.
do. You really do.
Well, what? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, that's my fault. It's the big well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Why?
That's a relief.
Pretty ugly.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Oh no, not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more
Oh,
mild.
that was mild.
Something easy
She's
to
nice.
digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Wow.
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all,
Wow,
but
I'm so dumb. Really? I must have totally missed the point.
well, I suppose you did only glance over it after
That's too
all.
much credit.
But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and expressions in their own words. In their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past.
It's deep.
And soon to be left with nothing.
Whoa.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way.
Yikes.
I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so...
Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all of this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, protagonist.
Oh, for me? Me too. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities.
You're right.
Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs.
Still right.
This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I think that's probably it for this episode, right?
Yeah, probably.
Sounds good. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Hi guys!
Oh god.
Hi, I'm Monica. Thank you guys so much for watching Doki Doki Literature Club, our playthrough. If you guys like what you see, go ahead and push that like button and the subscribe button so you can see the next episode, and we'll see you next time.